This is the T1200Pro Robot Lawn Mower. Wire-free setup is what pulled me in, but it's the way it navigates and the cut quality that kept my attention. Key features worth knowing: it maps without perimeter wires, uses satellite correction plus cameras to stay accurate, trims close to borders with ride-on edge modes, handles up to about 0.35 acre, and takes slopes around 20 degrees. The deck is 8 inches wide with an adjustable cutting height from about 1.18 to 2.36 inches, and the whole thing weighs roughly 24 pounds. It's battery-powered, quiet, and controlled through the RoboUP app. I came to this with a big question: can a wire-free mower hold a clean line and not wander off? In my opinion, this one sets the right expectations. The tech stack combines RTK, which is satellite positioning, with a small base antenna, correcting GPS drift so the mower knows where it is within a few centimeters, and a camera-based system, think V-SLAM, that recognizes landmarks to keep its bearings if the sky view isn't ideal. There's also inertial sensing inside to track movement during brief signal gaps. From my experience with smart yard gear, the combo matters more than any one feature. When satellite reception dips near trees or a wall, the camera and motion sensors help it stay on task. You still want a clear sky view for the antenna and a good spot for the dock. If your yard has heavy canopy, you may see momentary stalls or reconnects, and that lines up with what verified owners report. Setup is meant to be fast. The app walks you through 5 steps, and you don't bury anything. You can map automatically if your lawn is surrounded by clear edges like fences, or you can guide the mower around tricky borders in manual mode to draw virtual boundaries. I like that real-time map editing is built in. If you add a planter or move a bed, you can adjust zones on your phone without starting over. The app also supports multi-zone scheduling with distinct rules for each area, plus no-go zones to protect delicate spots. If your property has separated patches, the software will prompt you to relocate the mower, which is a simple, realistic solution for split yards. Cut style is where this model feels polished. Instead of wandering, it uses parallel mowing paths and shifts the angle about 15 degrees on each new job. That alternating angle helps prevent wheel marks and gives you those clean, striped lines. It won't always make fences and walls look razor sharp. The ride-on edge and cut-to-edge modes get close, but depending on your borders, you may still want a quick pass with a trimmer now and then. On terrain, the low profile and grippy wheels make it steady, and handling around a 20-degree slope is within its published range. On a quarter-acre suburban lawn, that's enough to cover most bumps and inclines. Safety felt thoughtfully handled on paper and in owner feedback. The front-facing AI camera recognizes people, pets, and common objects and steers away. It also stops the blades when lifted or tilted. It pauses at night to avoid wildlife, and a rain sensor sends it back to the dock if the weather turns. I also appreciate the practical battery logic. When it hits around 20%, it returns to charge, and it resumes the job once it's topped back up near 90%. That's how you get true set-it-and-let-it cycles without babysitting. Noise levels are modest for a robotic mower, and maintenance is minimal, besides keeping it clean and swapping blades periodically. Emission-free operation is a bonus if you're trying to keep things quiet and lower the smell and mess of yard work. Let me clarify a couple of terms for anyone new to this category. RTK is a small antenna base you place in your yard. It corrects GPS in real time so the mower doesn't drift. V-SLAM uses the camera to build a visual map of your yard by recognizing landmarks like a tree or a corner of your patio. It's backup navigation when the sky view isn't perfect. Together with motion sensors, the mower knows where it is, where it's been, and where it still needs to go. That's how it creates orderly lines rather than random patterns. From my experience following wire-free models, software matters as much as hardware. The RoboUP app gives you full control: schedules, cut height, angles, zones, passages, and quick edits when the yard changes. Owners have mentioned that early firmware builds had bugs like maps resetting in certain cases, but the brand ships over-the-air updates and seems responsive. I like seeing that you can preview mowing angles and tweak paths without redoing everything. Also, sunrise detection and nighttime pausing are thoughtful touches if you want quiet mornings and no late-night blades running. Performance-wise, it's a maintenance mower, not a brush cutter. Run it regularly, and you'll get a tidy lawn with fine clippings that feed the grass naturally. Skip for weeks, and any robot with a small floating blade disc will slow down in thick growth. If you keep a schedule, this one moves efficiently, especially with that parallel pattern. It's compact at about 17 by 24 by 11 inches, so it fits easily in tight spots and doesn't chew up soft ground when turning. IPX level protection means hose-down cleaning is fair game, and the chassis feels built for outdoor life. Charging time and runtime will vary with grass types and slope, but the charge and resume behavior hides most of that from your day-to-day routine. Key features that stand out to me are the wire-free mapping with RTK and camera assist, the real-time map edits in the app, the parallel mow with automatic angle change for stripes, the safety stack with AI detection, and the slope capability aligned to most suburban yards. The 8-inch deck won't mow huge open fields as fast as a wider robotic unit, but the trade-off is tight maneuvering, which suits complex yards with passages and curved beds. In my opinion, that balance makes sense for the 0.35 acre target. It's perfect for homeowners who want tidy results without installing or fixing perimeter wires, have a moderately open sky view for the RTK antenna, and don't mind doing an occasional quick edge touch-up. If you're comfortable with a phone app and like customizing zones and schedules, this fits. If your property is fully wooded or you expect it to reclaim tall, neglected grass in one go, you'll want to adjust expectations or look at other tools for the first pass. From my experience with similar solutions and verified owner reports on this model, you should plan a few minutes to choose good locations for the dock and the RTK antenna, run the initial firmware update, and do a clean first map. After that, it behaves like a quiet, predictable helper. If you hit a snag, reaching out through the app is the fastest way to get support. That's where updates and troubleshooting live. I'd recommend this for small to mid-size lawns, up to about 1/3 of an acre, mixed beds and passages, and anyone who values low noise, no emissions, and the peace of mind of smart obstacle detection. If you care about the look of your lawn, the parallel stripes and regular trims deliver that kept appearance without you pushing a mower. If you're new to robotic mowers, this one explains the controls in plain language and doesn't ask you to dig up your lawn to make it work. In conclusion, the T1200Pro brings wire-free mapping, reliable navigation, and a clean cut together in a way that feels practical day to day. The app gives you the right level of control without being overwhelming, the safety features inspire confidence, and the quiet operation makes scheduling flexible. Keep the antenna's sky view in mind, expect to do minor edge cleanup, and you'll have a smooth experience. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the T1200Pro Robot Lawn Mower.